Hi, my name is Jason Reyes, and I am here with John Paul Mitchell Systems, working with Lindsay, our beautiful model that has, you can see here, very long length. She has a finer fabric of hair. She does have a lot of density. So what we're looking for here is we're working on our series called Short and Shorter, where we're going to be working with our first bob length that we'll be cutting. As I'm looking at this, I'm trying to find out what's going to be the most desirable length that's going to fit her facial features. So working with this bob length, I'm going to have something that's going to be just a little bit longer than her chin. I still want to show a little bit of her neck. So some of the important things that you always want to look at is the natural hairline, growth patterns that you may have. So we're going to take this into 4 different ponytails to cut off so we could donate some of this length. So one important factor here is to comb the hair in the same direction that I'm going to be parting the hair. If you notice, working with Lindsay, I'm taking smaller section, and the reason is because she has a lot of density as I continue working up the head shape. So in order for me to get a pretty accurate line, it's best if I work with different sections as I work my way up. I also like to just loosen a little bit of that texture so that way I'm not putting too much tension onto it, to just cut it a little bit more in its natural state. So if you notice here, I'm just bringing this hair down and just coming in with my scissor, making sure I have that nice straight line, and then continuing my way. My lower body position is continue to move around that head shape, working towards that front. So I use my second hand just to balance off that scissor and maintain that nice straight line. You see there how it bounces up a little bit because of the growth pattern that we have. So this is what we've cut so far. So starting here with this front, we've taken down the braid. If you notice here, there's a lot less density that I have here, obviously, than within this back area. So what I'm doing here is just combing this hair down. I'm looking at if there's any protrusion off of the ear. I want to keep this just as natural as possible, and then decide what could be my point of reference at that front. So I could use this as a point and then connect into that back, or you could go from that back and then work your way towards the front. I'm going to work my way from front to back on this one. So I'm going to see where I have that length, pretty much measuring up to what we have in that back, working my way towards that front. I'm not using a comb, not using my fingers, just letting the hair naturally fall. And you can see the line that we've cut. And this is just for me to see like just where the hair is going to live a little bit more on its natural state as it starts to dry. All right, so we've sectioned off the top area, and this is where I'm going to be focusing primarily with my layering due to the density that Lindsay has. So with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a section that's going to go from front to back. I'm going to elevate, and I'm going to start using a guide from this back area. I'm going to cut a flat layer through this top area. This has been our series on short and shorter, and I hope you guys learned some different techniques and styling methods that you could apply behind the chair. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Paul Mitchell, and we'll leave all the links for some more education for you. On behalf of Jason Reyes and John Paul Mitchell Systems, I want to thank you for your time.